Hello and welcome to News Review from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil. Joining me is Catherine. Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Neil. Hello, everybody. Now, today's story is about an interview given on American television by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The interview contains some potentially very damaging claims for the British royal family.
If you want to test yourself on any of the vocabulary you hear today, you can do a quiz on our website at bbclearningenglish.com. But now let's find out some more about our story from this BBC News Bulletin.
The Duchess of Sussex has revealed that the pressure she felt as a member of the royal family affected her mental health so badly that she considered taking her own life. In an interview with Oprah Winfrey on the US network CBS, Prince Harry said that they would not have stepped away from their senior roles if they had received more support.
Yes, so the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, that's Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, have given an interview on American television about the reasons they gave up their roles in the British royal family. Meghan, in fact, said she had been under so much pressure that she even considered suicide. Prince Harry said his father is no longer taking his phone calls. He added that they both felt they weren't given enough support by the British royal family. Meghan also added that somebody in the royal family, and they haven't named this person, expressed concerns about the skin colour of her unborn first child.
Okay, well, you've been looking at this story, Catherine. You've picked out three really interesting expressions and words. What have you got?
We have lays bare, bombshell and salvo.
Lays bare, bombshell and salvo. So let's have a look at your first headline, please.
Yes, we're starting in Canada with CP24. The headline, Meghan and Prince Harry interview with Oprah lays bare royal rift.
Lays bare, reveals something previously not known.
Yes, now this is a verb phrase. It's made of two words, lays, L-A-Y-S, and bare, B-A-R-E. So you can lay bare something or you can lay something bare, and it means to reveal something that was previously unknown or hidden or possibly partially hidden. If you lay something bare, you show everything about it. Everything is available for view or scrutiny and nothing is hidden or secret.
Yeah, it's actually quite clear from the two parts of this verb phrase. Lay means to put something in a place, often visible place, and bare is another word for naked, so exposed.
Yes, exactly. Expose is a very, very good synonym for lay bare.
And this is an expression which is very useful, isn't it? It's neither formal nor informal.
Yeah, you can use it really for most situations. If you lay something bare, you just let the truth be known about it.
Yeah, so for example, you could lay bare the truth about a relationship that's not going very well on a personal level, but you could also say, for example, the data about coronavirus laid bare the need to have a national lockdown.
Good example, yeah.
So it can be used there sort of for the personal and also for more kind of important matters.
Most definitely. It's a very versatile expression.
Let's get a summary. We've just been looking at the expression lay bare. It contains that word lay, which is often confused with lie, but no need for further confusion, is there, Catherine?
There is no need for that confusion. If you have any, we can clear it up in just 1 minute when Sean will tell you about the difference between the English words lay and lie. To watch that, just click the link.
Okay, let's have a look at your next headline, please.
And we're now with Sky News here in the UK. The headline, Meghan and Harry on Oprah. All the key quotes from bombshell interview as couple discuss leaving royal life.
Bombshell describes a shocking event or piece of news.
Yes, it's all one word, B-O-M-B-S-H-E-L-L. Bombshell. It's a military term. Neil, you know what a bomb is, don't you?
Yes, a bomb is a device that explodes in order to destroy things like buildings or military hardware, those type of things.
Yes, and a bombshell, excuse me, is the casing around the bomb. So bomb or bombshell. And yes, a bombshell will destroy everything. It's a shocking, life-changing, momentous event. Nothing will be the same after a bombshell, and that's the idea behind the word in this context. A bombshell interview is something that really shocks, potentially very damaging, devastating even. So a bombshell is something really, really serious.
And we're talking about figurative damage here. We're not saying that Harry and Meghan actually used a weapon of any kind.
No, not unless you count words as a weapon. Yeah, there's no actual weaponry involved here.
Yeah. In this example, bombshell is an adjective, so we're talking about a bombshell interview. We can say a bombshell moment, but it's also often used as a noun. And with the expression to drop a bombshell.
Yes, to drop a bombshell. If you drop a bombshell, you give very important, unexpected news. So your news, if you drop a bombshell, you're giving shocking and surprising news at the same time. So for example, if your family have always expected you maybe to go to university, you've always said you're going to go to university, and then the day before you're supposed to go to university, you say, actually, I'm not going. That would be, you would be dropping a bombshell, or you'd be giving some bombshell news.
Yeah, and the degree to which this news is shocking is, of course, relative. You know, it might be very important to an individual, but not important on an international scale.
Yes, of course. Yeah, you don't have to be leaving a royal family to drop a bombshell. It's literally what's important to you and the person that you're giving this news to.
Okay, well, let's get a summary. If you like stories about Meghan and Harry, we can go back to happier times, can't we, Catherine?
We can. We covered the royal wedding, and to find out the words we used on those days, just click the link.
Now, for your next headline, please.
Yes, we are now going to the Telegraph. Here is the headline: Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview. Latest reaction after couple fire salvo of allegations at royal family.
Salvo. Sudden multiple releases.
Yes, now this is another military term. It's spelled S-A-L-V-O. It is a noun and often used with the verb to fire. If you fire a salvo, in military terms, that means a lot of weapons fire at the one target at the same time. So several guns all firing at the same thing together. That's called a salvo. Now back to the interview. There were lots of different things that Harry and Meghan said. They said that Meghan had considered committing suicide. They said that somebody was expressing concerns about the skin colour of their unborn child. Harry said his father was no longer taking his calls, and many other things. So this is not just one accusation or allegation. There were lots and lots of things they said about the royal family. So that's why we're using the term salvo. It means lots of damaging attacks all together.
Yeah, it's not always used in a negative context, though. For example, there could be an opening salvo of a speech, meaning that the opening few sentences were very attention-grabbing.
Yes, I mean, that's the idea of salvo in that sense. It's about the impact, making a great impact by making several interesting, noteworthy remarks or comments in the beginning of a speech. So that's the idea of multiple things that have an impact.
Yeah, with another set expression there, an opening salvo. And we can also talk about a salvo of laughter, if we want to be really positive, which means a sudden outburst of lots and lots of laughter.
Yes, from lots of different people, yeah.
Okay, let's get a summary. Time now then for a recap of our vocabulary, please, Catherine.
Yes, we had. Lays bare reveals something previously not known. Bombshell describes a shocking event or piece of news. And Salvo, sudden multiple releases.
If you want to test yourself on the vocabulary, check out the quiz on our website, bbclearningenglish.com, and also have a look for us on social media. We are all over the place, aren't we?
We are everywhere on social media.
Take it easy, take care, and see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.